What I just played for you was Ludwig van Beethoven's Piano Sonata, Opus 13, usually referred to as his Pathetique Sonata. When writing the sonata in 1798, Beethoven was going through a transitional phase between his classical and romantic era styles. For one, in the second movement of the sonata, you can hear the rondo pattern, which is usually displayed in classical music. However, in the third movement of the sonata, you can hear a lot of dynamical changes, and the way he begins and ends phrases show aspects of romantic era compositions. Not only does this show that he was exploring on his musicality, but he was expanding on it. During this time, he was also writing his first two symphonies, his first two piano concertos, and his first dozen or so piano sonatas, which he would end up writing 32. A technical difficulty I faced with the second movement of this sonata was getting the middle voices as distant sounding as possible. To do this, I had to play them just by themselves with the metronome, and I had to play them as softly and delicately as possible. And no, I could not bring in the top and bottom voices when practicing this. With the third movement, my main problem was memorization. There was a beginning motif in the third movement that was played over and over again throughout the whole movement. But the thing is, it never ended the same way. So I had to practice those transitions between section and section all by themselves separately from the rest of the whole sonata. Something I really enjoyed about playing the last two movements of the Pathetique Sonata was their difference from each other and their uniqueness. The second movement was slow and steady and very delicate. However, the third felt like a chase through the woods. It was fast-paced and in some sections felt a bit rushed. However, what most people don't really notice from listening it to the first time is their connection. The third movement, at some points, was actually hinting back to the second movement. And when I practiced it and when I really examined the piece closely, I noticed those things. Anyway, I thank you for listening and I hope you enjoyed.